Just
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Winter Circle Sports Podcast. First game's back from All-Star break, so that's good news. First half of the season's done. Both the Mets and the Yankees are both leading their divisions coming out of the All-Star break, so looking good so far. The Yankees, first game back, actually ended up having a doubleheader against Houston. Unfortunately, we ended up losing both games, but because it's Houston, it's a very important series regardless. So, first game out of the All-Star break. For some reason this season, Alex Bregman has been elite against the Yankees every time he's played them. Game one, he led it off. I think he had a double with an RBI in the first game. And someone else tacked on a run. And then around the fifth inning, DJ LeMahieu had a RBI that ended up making the score 2-1. Then in the top of the ninth, IKF singled, made the score 2-2. Bottom of the ninth comes up, and Houston walks it off with the first couple batters. They outplayed us the whole game. Unfortunately, Michael King ended up getting a loss for that one. It was a good game, another one-run game. Most of the games we've played this season against them have been 1 or 2 run deficits, so it's not too bad. Game two, jump right in. Unfortunately, we ended up dropping this game too. Again, started off early. Bregman had a home run in the first, 2-0. Then they scored another 3 runs. And let me ask you, you have a pitcher coming off of injury, right? You think their first start back should be against Houston? I don't, dude. They put Domingo Germán in his first game this season, and he gave up 5 earned runs against arguably the second best team in the American League record-wise, and probably better than the Yankees realistically, because they're only 3 games out from the Yankees right now. So, it was rough. We scored 2 runs in the top of the third. It was 2-5, and then they scored another 2 in the 6th. And the 9th inning comes up, and Judge basically hit the ball out of the stadium. He hit if there wasn't glass there, it would have left. He hit the glass over the train tracks. Almost looked like Jorge Soler's home run in the World Series. But Yankees lost 7-5. Errors don't help. We lost 2 errors. Yeah. But it's whatever. Yankees ended up having more hits, but still get the loss. It was just a rough series, but again, another 2-run deficit. Like we went out fighting again. Like we came back, went out fighting. But the Astros are gonna Astro, and Aaron Boone said it best at the end. The guy he gave one of the not like inspirational, but if you're a Yankee fan, you got like pumped up. He's right. What he said was right. He said that, yeah, it's Houston. He's like, he basically told the reporter, who gives a shit? It's Houston. He's like, we're not going to win. He's like, obviously, I understand how important this is. He's like, they're good. They're a good team. He's like, he basically said they're kicking our asses this year, and it doesn't mean shit if we beat them now, but we have to beat them later in the season. Like, he's like, he said, we're going to beat them in the playoffs. We need to beat them in the playoffs. We're going to end up playing them in the playoffs regardless of what it is, if it's the first round or if it's the divisional or the ALCS, whatever it is, we're going to probably end up playing Houston because I don't see any team in the American League beating them. Even after they dropped Correa, Springer, they still have Correa, Springer, Garrett Cole. Verlander's been hurt most of the year. They have an amazing team, and their bullpen's been lights out.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. And Boone's interview was a lot better than the Judge one you were talking about after the home run derby. Very composed. You love to see that from the skipper. But like you said, the Astros, I mean, even when they had that 10-game straight set against the Yankees and Mets, came out winning. I think they played 12 games and they won 8 of them. So Obviously, I agree. If not the best, the second best team in the American League. Like you said, they're just so tough to beat. Everyone in the lineup, starting pitchers, relief pitchers, all good. But yeah, I even was trying to say that about the Braves before we even played them. Like, yeah, they're on such a hot streak, but like, we need to beat them in the playoffs. That's it. That's the only thing people will remember. It doesn't matter what happened in the regular season. If you beat them in the playoffs, that's the only thing people are going to care about. And like you said, he said it great. Had Yankees fans ready to run through the wall. I love it. I mean, he kind of became more famous from his Savages in the Box.
Yeah. Michael Kay said it best. Once a year, Aaron Boone comes out with a T-shirt quote, and everybody wanted it. Once a year it happens. He's had the Savages. He's had, I think he said, my guys are dogs at some point. He was like, now he's got this one. I don't know. It's Boone. Yeah. As much as I dislike Boone, I also love him at the same time. It's a very hard relationship there because I think his analytics shit is stupid, but that's just baseball now. It's changed. The game has changed. This is a kind of cool thing they're doing. I don't know if you saw it. In the Florida League, they're trying to work on banning the shift now. Mm-hmm. So they put like behind second base, there's two lines that go like that now, and you cannot stand in that box that's there until after the pitch is thrown. So they're trying to figure out how, like, you can have four guys on the same side of the infield. You just can't stand behind second base. So I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll see. We shall see. Mm-hmm. But I think that's it for this episode, unless you have anything to talk Mets about.
Just the fact that it looks like my boy, who I should have hung his jersey up, Dom Smith, it looks like they're probably begging teams to take him at this point. Looks like he's going to go soon. Unfortunate for me, being his biggest fan, but we'll see where he goes. The Mets made a trade already. Traded one of our best relief pitchers so far recently, Colin Holderman. We've traded him away to the Pirates for a left-handed DH. Our general manager said that he felt like relief pitchers were going to be more available, like at this last end of the trade deadline than the DH. So that's why they decided to make the move. The fans were up in arms. The comments were LLE. So fans weren't too happy, but let's let the guys make the decisions, and we'll see. Maybe he'll. I think he came today, so maybe
I thought what my friend said was hysterical. My friend Dom in one of our group chats sent the thing because you know Johnny O. Johnny O loves the Mets, big Mets fan. He sent the thing. He said he said Vogelbach's going to eat the apple and said in Citi Field.
That's Vogelbach, the guy.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, what are you going to do?
I also said that man's never eaten an apple in his life. If you've seen him, so
that's funny. You should post that. That would have been. That would have gone viral.
One more thing. I forgot this. As we're watching this, the Yankees are playing the Orioles. I don't know who the Mets have right now.
Padres.
You have the Padres. And the game that's on right now, Judge just tied Pete Alonso for the league lead in RBI. So I think it'll be more of a little shootout to see who's going to finish higher right now. And Matt Carpenter just hit a fucking bomb. There we go. 2-0 Yanks.
Nice. So Judge hit a solo home run or like a little single or something?
Nah, he had a single. DJ scored from first base.
All good. Judge is a beast.
Yep, been on a tear recently. But that's for next episode. We'll talk about that. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you all had a good time. See you in a couple days for the Orioles and the Padres recaps.
Bet.